Taitt were always known to cause some serious shit.
Every night on my knees I pray, dear Lord, hear my plea. Don't ever let another take her life from me. Oh, surely
He was born in Barbados. So the only place you will find Taitt is in Barbados. And that's where your people still are. So his father was from Scotland. And the story is that his father got with this black woman and had him. So they wanted him out of there. So he became some kind of like stowaway and migrated to Canada, and then joined the Canadian Air Force, and then went to McGill University. Then came down to the United States around 1917 or something, and passed for white and got jobs. And he like cut his family loose because he didn't want nobody finding out that he was black. See, they grew up in 6650 Wabash when all of Wabash was all white. And all of Michigan was white. And all of Hartwell was white. Because granddaddy, your great-grandfather, he passed for white. For years. They would always have to fight their way home from the white boys. That's why they had all that animosity toward white people as they got older. Mm-hmm. And like when the neighborhood was changing to black, they came, my father tells me, they came to 6650 South Wabash and said, knocked on the door. My grandfather came to the door and he said, we want to buy your house. My grandfather said, well, why? He said, black people moving in the neighborhood. You don't want your house. You want to move out before they move in. So my grandmother was like, maybe your complexion, darling. And he said, well, wait a minute. Let me tell a story to my wife, too. So he came to the door. We didn't know you were black. They used to get arrested a lot when they were young boys. Uncle Kenneth and Granddaddy. And the police would bring them to the house. And they go knock on the door. They left them in the squad car. And so we got two niggas here. Where they live here. You know, but they say house. Two niggas. Why they don't lie like that? They out there in the car. Just look at them. We can take them away. He said, well, where are you? He said, right there. So those are my sons. They're like, what? What you mean your sons? Yeah, those are my sons.
I asked her one time when I was down there going to school. She had these knots just below her thumbs. And I said, Big Mama, where you get those knots from? And they were big knots. They looked like this, sitting off from her thumbs. So where do you get those knots from? And she said, she would tell me that's from wringing white people's clothes when my mother was a little girl. That's what she used to do. She used to wash white people's clothes and wring them out by hand and hang them up and then take them, iron them and take them back to the white people uptown. Walk.
Thank God for us having this meal and cooking such a splendid meal. And we hope we have help with everyone in the years to come. Amen.
Amen.
All righty.
I've known your father since kindergarten. And during the Brownell elementary years and Deneen elementary years, I did not like your father. I could not stand your father because of the people he hung around with.
True.
So I finished school and came back home, and my brothers was always telling me, "You seen Charlie Taitt?" I said, "No." "Well, he's always asking about where's your sister? Where's your sister?" So one day after work, I was working. What was that place called? Comet Industries. And after work, I went over to Patricia's house, who lived on Michigan. And I was standing on the porch talking with her. And your father came down the street in a station wagon. Brown and white, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Station wagon. And passed by, and I guess he saw me on the porch, stopped and backed the car up and got out. "Joanne!" I'm like, "Yeah?"
And Patricia like, "Come down there, girl, come down there."
Yeah, she was. She was pushing me off the porch. Like, okay.
Charles was a prize then. I was a prize in the neighborhood. That's right. Tell it like it was.
I don't even know. Personally, I didn't really care.
I've been seeing Paul and Al, but I knew that was Joanne's brother. Al was just a couple of years behind me, so I would see Al back and forth. So, "Al, what's your sister, man? Like, did you tell him that I'm gonna see her?" "Yeah, Charles, I did." "What she say she don't want to see you?" I'm like, "Damn, again?" I'm like, "Okay." Now I see Al a couple of weeks later. So you talk to your sister again, man? "She don't want to see you, man." Now I see her walking down the street sometime. I say, "Joanne." She's like, "Yeah, keep going." I'm like, "Damn, she wouldn't stop, man." Then she was going with this guy. Worked at a budget rent-a-car place.
I wasn't going with you.
Yes, she was.
No,
Don't start.
Okay.
She was. He was a tall guy, older guy.
I was with him maybe twice.
No.
Twice. No, for real.
I'm like, what's he doing with that dude? He ain't no good. I forgot his name. What was his name? Don't act you forgot.
I did.
Don't lie.
I'm serious. I did forget.
But anyway, I'm like, that dude ain't right for her. He a player. So I just asked Joanne, I said, "Let's go out. Want to go out one time? Just one time, Joanne. Just once."
And that was the night. That was that day he saw me on Patricia's porch.
I said, "Just go out just one time." That's all I'm asking.
What was our first date?
Pizza place.
What pizza place?
Uno's, I think it was.
Yep.
We carved our name in the thing. She about to have a fit. Don't do that like a girl. Come on. What's he doing?
See what I ended up with?
What's he doing? What's your name in? Come back.
Total opposite.
Grandma been going with granddad since 6th grade. All the way through high school. Stanley and Ernestine. And no boy ever talked to grandma because she knew that that was Stanley's girlfriend. Don't even talk to her. Don't even look at her. You know? So.
That's just the way she told it to.
And they got married the day after high school. They graduated Friday and got married Saturday. Yeah. And when they went to have their wedding picture taken on 63rd Street, that picture you see all the time, the man came to the door and they were dressed. And had all her entourage out there, her same girlfriends. And the man said, "What you all want to do?" So we'll take our wedding picture. So y'all go home with them costumes on. Y'all just finished high school. Go on back to the house. Because again, he was a photographer in the neighborhood. So he knew of them. So he said, "No, we serious. We want to come in and have our picture taken. We just got married today." They're like, "Go home. you know. And Bobo, my grandma's father, had to put his clothes on, come up there, say, take the picture. It's really for real. And that's how they got that picture taken. So it's for real. It's not a joke. They got married today. If I can relive my childhood, I'll do it again because I had a great childhood. I don't have no complaints from my childhood.
And that's really a wonderful thing to say.
Yeah, the whoopings that I got, I deserved. And I can basically remember them. But I deserved them. My father never beat us for no reason. My mother never hit us for no reason. My mother never cursed in the house. She never really said no. She just said maybe tomorrow. And
that's where he gets the maybe from.
You might have forgot about it by tomorrow. You know. But she was always nice. My mother was always nice. She treated every child the same. Mm-hmm. Nobody got more than the other person. Mm-hmm. But Mama was smart. Like I said, she never hung out with the bad girls. She was never out at night. She had all her work done on time. We were in the same classroom all the way up to 8th grade. So I know what she's doing. She one of the smart girls. You know. Not one of the crazy girls that I hung out with. The wild bunch.
Which is why I didn't want to go to Parker.
Yeah, Mama was one. She always had her books neat. You know, always dressed neat. Always the teacher's pet. You know, I'm always in detention. I'm always getting whipped in school. You know, but I would never come home and tell my mother and father that because you get whipping again. You know, I always put my hands out, get beat. You know, Charles, I shoot back there. So yeah, put your hands out. You know, smack, smack, smack.
Mr. Spears. I didn't want to be as strict as I was being strict on growing up. And I didn't want to not believe.
Now you want the best for your child, which is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
You want your child to have more than you had. That's the whole point of raising a child or the family.
Right.
You're supposed to have, the next generation is supposed to have more than the previous.
Right.